This is 400 Lakeshore. This is Chicago's newest lakefront skyscraper. This is where the Chicago River meets Lake Michigan. My first update at this building was February of 2024. My first video showing that it had a tower crane standing was July 2024. Now, 2 years later, we see that the crane is coming down. This video is from yesterday, and the crane is actually slightly lower today. But this is an update to show you that the crane is coming down, and soon we will be able to see what this building really looks like. Of course, I have to mention that this is the site of the failed Chicago Spire project. That was a dream that never came true, and it was finally given the death knell during the subprime mortgage bubble burst of 2007 and 2008. But this video is to talk about this tower crane coming down. And when we look at tower cranes at construction projects, they are really the beating heart of the site. It dictates the pace and the flow of the build, and you consider it a vertical conveyor belt. It is just continuous daily movement of heavy materials. It lifts all of the tons of structural rebar, the structural steel beams, and then, of course, there is the occasion where they do need a concrete bucket. So, like they did in the old days with concrete, there are specific pours where that is needed, smaller pours, of course. But the tower crane allows the architectural blueprint to become reality. And with this tower crane coming down, that signals the end of heavy lifting required for this building. So that means that the skyline has been reshaped, and we have this new building standing at a very prominent location. And really, you drive past it on Lakeshore Drive, and then, of course, boats coming through the river pass by this. So just such a prominent spot, and not too far away from Fort Dearborn, which is really near where the city was founded. So very crucial. But this is looking at this park. This is on the other side of Lakeshore Drive from this site, and it is contractually obligated that they fix that park up for the public. And here's a look. This is from the base of Navy Pier, and you can see it sitting there with Lake Point Tower. And then looking down at the site, you see how this is sitting in between Ogden Slip and the Chicago River. So it has water on two sides of it. So a very interesting site. And here we are on the last shot. This is a drone 360 view, but here we are moving, and you can see the skyline. Most of the taller towers can be seen in this shot, but here we are, Chicago, Illinois, sitting on the banks of Lake Michigan. And I've said this so many other times before, but we love our water here in the Midwest. I just drove a good portion of the state of Illinois, and it is so verdant here, just lush greenery everywhere. And here you can see Chicago is the same way. This is such a beautiful city. It's so interesting seeing this new skyscraper sitting here. This is something that has attracted so many eyes, and I've really enjoyed bringing everybody the updates. So thank you so much for everyone still listening to this. I really appreciate all the support. Have a good day.